Yeah.
What's up with the what's up? We back, baby.
Word.
At the long overdue hiatus, we back in effect. Once again, talking sports with T&O. Thanks for the support and thanks for the love. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to give out these shout outs. Just want to shout my man R-Son out. Gangstagrass.com. Go pick that album up. Again, PSP, Philly supporting Philly. We mean that. That's true to heart. Show that brother some love. You know what I'm saying? True lyrics. You know what I mean? Throwback lyricists. You know what I'm saying? From the old days where rap and really meant something. You know what I'm saying? When you actually put some you know what I mean, some words together that really meant something. So go check that out. My man Wiz Warren, want to shout him out. And he had a question, and we're going to get into his question a little bit later on, but just want to shout him out. Thanks for the support and the love, brother. You know, we go way back from high school days. BF, Ben Franklin, you know what I'm saying, the Electrons, you know how we do. But once again, just want to shout my man Warren out.
Yeah, I got to shout out my man Cree. You know, he always been supportive. You know, one of my homies, Eleanor World, Eleanor Brand. You can hit him up at Cree 2015 on Instagram. Also, he does Extreme PV, which is Extreme Photo and Video. You can check him out for all your edits, all your short videos, everything you want to post on Instagram. He got you. You can also hit him up at Extreme PV on Instagram. One love.
Also, one last, shout out and goes out to my man Braz. Coming soon, we gonna have a banner up. You know what I'm saying? The
Creative
Minds putting together. You know what I'm saying? This brother's a true artist. You know what I'm saying? The helmets he put together for the guys at the job, man. Things are fire. And it's not only helmets. You do skates. You do clothes. Real good with his talent. You know what I'm saying? Real true artist. So
sharp with his hands.
Look that brother up. Creative Minds. You know what I'm saying? His name Braz Corey. You know what I'm saying? Real name go by that. Some of you may know him as that, but. Definitely, again, PSP, we supporting Philly, you know what I'm saying? Go help that brother out, put his name out there. Now, here
to
we
the
go.
Meat and potatoes.
Hallelujah.
The meat and potatoes,
football
baby.
fans holiday. You know what I'm saying? The taste. The schedule is out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's out.
Atlanta, we invading y'all, baby.
Ooh, first game of the season.
Opening up Monday night.
How about that?
Oh, man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Because the draft and, the players, we really haven't seen the mini camps and none of that type stuff yet. So it would be foolish to make predictions on the record, you know what I'm saying? But just for the sake of argument's sake, looking at the teams and going just by what the offseason, how these teams have had off-season moves that may or may not have improved them. And, I got to start with the first at least 3 games of the schedule. ATL, the Cowgirls, and I say that on record.
Yeah.
And then the third game, we got the Jets at New York. What you thinking?
I'm looking at a 3-0 start with that, and I'm gonna be realistic. I'm gonna speak. Sometimes I speak with my heart when it comes to my birds. But realistically speaking...
No, we're going to keep it funky. We're going to come from the muscle. Straight up real.
Realistically speaking, man, it's possible we can come out that thing 0-3. Just off of what people see, with our off-season acquisition. But we haven't seen the draft yet. But it's also possible we can come out 3-0. I'm not looking past nobody. I'm on the Chip Kelly philosophy. 1 game at a time. And we can go 1-0 each week. We got a sure shot to take it all.
Man. And
that's how I feel.
I feel you there. Well, I'm going to keep it all the way a bean, and I'm going to go right at you. ATL, rookie coach coming in, Dan Quinn. New defensive scheme coming from Seattle. Got to respect the man's, ability as a coach because he is a champion. So, he was a part of that championship organization. So, with that being said, tough challenge going down there in Atlanta. But I really think, to me, what I'm saying, like with our defensive improvements and based on Atlanta's offensive movements, we're going to be tested out the gate with Julio Jones and Roddy White. I see us getting a W. Game 2, of course, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a war, especially if Dallas makes a move for AP. Keep an eye on that. That's going to be a bloodbath. I got us going 2-0. Of course, I can never go against us with the Cowgirls. And then against the Jets, we could possibly start out 3-0. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
this thing all starts from the draft and based on what we do in the draft. Because right now we're looking at the corner position, still weak, and we're looking at the safety position.
I agree.
And we need a wide out.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Like,
how do you feel about it?
I'm tired of the media dogging our wide receivers, man. Like, you know, I'm really tired of hearing it because the greats didn't come out the gate and become great. You know, just because they don't have a name that you think the media and people in general think, oh, just because their name don't ring bells, it doesn't mean that they're not good receivers, man. Like, you know, you look at a rookie coming, like Macklin, when we first drafted him, I was one to say Macklin was the one. And under Andy Reid, he didn't do it as good as he did under Chip Kelly. So what I'm saying is, you can plug.
Excuse me, bro. I gotta cut you off. Can you turn that goddamn thing off?
I'm sorry. I'm
just on these phones, man.
I'm just getting
Once
back,
again,
man.
Hey, people. I know you get tired of this every week. Come on,
I'm just getting back, baby.
Come on, cut your phone off.
I've been down for a minute. I'm back, so I can't help it. Them texts coming.
Turn this thing off, dog.
But on the real, I'm gonna keep
back
to the wide receiver thing when it comes to the Birds. I mean, Macklin had one of his best years, and he felt as though he should get paid like a top receiver. You left. I had no knock on that. But you got Jordan Matthews, who, in my eyes, is capable of being the number one on the outside. He's strong. He has size. Josh Huff, we didn't really see the full Josh Huff last year. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, he was injured in the preseason. You know, so and he got speed with him.
And from reading up on it, they saying that a lot of people in the Eagles organization believe Josh Huff has a higher ceiling than Jordan Matthews. Which, if that's the case, Jordan Matthews to me is a capable All-Pro starting wide out in this league and should be lining up outside this season. And then you put Huff on the other side,
and then you throw, you might can throw Miles in the slot, because at the end of the year, Miles hamstrings and all that. But listen, man, we work in the Eagles organization, and you're gonna get the best out of your players by conditioning your players, getting them the right nutrients.
He's paraphrasing that, ladies and gentlemen. He's not saying he personally works in the Eagles organization.
No, right.
We work
as a fan,
as a fan. Looking at the team and how they operate.
And I think that's going to play a good part into these guys. Like, you know, when Chip first got here, they laughed at him when he said, I'm going to get these guys, you know, in shape. I'm going to give them the smoothie shakes. I want them eating right. I want them on curfew, stuff like that. That's what makes an organization. If you look at, and I keep going back, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the New England Patriots, they were 18-0 with a top-notch wide receiver by the name of Randy Moss. Got to the Super Bowl and lost to the New York Giants. But with
receivers, never has been, never will be.
With receivers that, like a Troy Brown, you know, who they used as a cornerback. They were successful. You know, he plugged in a LeGarrette Blount at the running back spot. They became successful. You know, you got a tight end, which I think the Eagles has a wonderful tight end.
But now hear me out. You know, because we want to slide this in here. Now, a lot's been made of this all season. These moves, you know, and there was a question asked again. You know, that what's the situation with the Tebow move? Well, my answer to that is basically is Chip just basically taking advantage of a situation where he can possibly have a quarterback come in here and be an extra arm in camp. I mean, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. As much as we love the Tebow hype and we love to buy into the the Tebowing and the stuff like that, you know, and it's all good. Let's look at it from a football standpoint. And, you know, we're fans, you know, and we're not privy to the information or to watch these guys. But we know that Tim Tebow is not a starting caliber quarterback. And if it came down to him being our starting quarterback, we wouldn't win a game. And I'm a diehard Eagle fan, and
like, he's just an extra body. Like,
he's a body.
Ladies, don't get bent out of shape with that move, man. Don't scream, "What is Chip doing?" Listen, man. He know Bradford. If Bradford is going to be our future quarterback, he know he's not ready for the OTAs and the mini camps. But you also trying to look at what receivers you have.
Right.
That what type of receivers you have to work with. So if you only got a certain amount of quarterbacks to throw to,
you can't get the reps
for the guys. So he's just
reps.
a body to fill that void.
5 quarterbacks to make sure he's just basically using the rules as they're meant to be used.
Yeah.
Which another rule,
5 quarterbacks.
I just read up on this. It's Chip Kelly, I believe, is an advocate of being able to use all 53-man personnel on game day.
Yeah.
Instead of having to use 48 personnel on game day, which is a basic rule. Well, we're allowed 53 players on our roster. Why shouldn't we be able to use 53 able bodies on game day? Which would make for an advantage for someone, because if you can use 53 personnel, that means you can add an extra quarterback, safety, running back, whatever.
Whatever you want, as long as he fall under that 53-man
roster. See, the man is indirectly trying to change the game. And in a sense, not changing the game, but basically making them adhere and use what are their basic rules that are laid in, which these other coaches are so stuck in their ways and have no outside of the box thinking.
That's why when injuries occur,
come on.
That's why when injuries occur and one of your guys go down, you don't know what you have. You got a practice squad member that can't touch the field because you're only allowed a certain amount of people on the field at one time.
Which is
they can practice with you, but they can't crack the field.
Insane.
It's not cool.
How about the practice player? Practice player might be better than, one of your other special teams players. Yeah. And you might still need that other special teams player for another position, which is his only position that he can play. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's basic principles this man is bringing to the table, which is why I'm such a Chip Kelly fan. And then you had that idiot, and I call him an idiot, Heath Evans, who is just he's just a guy that wants promotion.
You got to laugh at a guy like that.
You got to. You're an NFL player who don't know the game, and it's sad. Which is why he was a backup player or a fullback, utility fullback on a championship squad, and he runs around here like he's the Hall of Famer.
He was the key ingredient that got that team over the hump.
Come on, I'm not impressed, big guy.
And one thing I do not like.
Not one iota am I impressed,
always
big guy.
Negativity coming out of his mouth when it comes to the Birds. It's always to shut him up. We got to show up.
How do you say a team is not a physical team and this man's emphasizes, excuse me for stuttering, he emphasizes the run game?
Yes, sir.
Just because he runs a spread offense doesn't mean we're just passing the ball over the field. We're running the ball. This is why you have 3 Pro Bowlers in different style of attacks.
Yes,
but all of them present one thing. They present one cut and up the field movement, which in turn never gives you a negative yardage.
My thing is this. I praise LeSean McCoy. He's the all-time lead rusher in Eagles history.
Gotta get on it.
Give him credit. But what I don't like about LeSean McCoy is, you show your bitterness. For you to sit there and say the last 2 years in Philadelphia, since Chip Kelly's been head coach, it felt like a college atmosphere. You did 2 years at Pittsburgh. Then you said it felt like you was getting, the feel of things because of the 2 years that you lost in college.
Sorry about that, Angel. Be straight raw and real. I didn't mean to cut him off.
I don't like
my daughter
that,
in the background. We apologize for that, but it's raw, real, live.
I don't like that. And then you down in a coach who I believe, and the world saw it, his first year here made you an all-pro. The most yards you had in your career was under Chip Kelly. But see, when you run your mouth like you did last year, thinking, I'm the best back in the league, I can rush for 2,000 yards, and you start getting stopped in the now you go to Buffalo. You love it there. I love what Rex Ryan doing. I knew I liked this. They had no offensive line. So you're back to shaking and baking, jump stepping, and trying to find your way through.
Hey.
But this is what you wanted.
Heavy's the head that wears the crown.
How he said, is this what you want?
Hey,
well, you got
it. God damn it.
You got it. You know, but once again, I'm not discrediting LeSean McCoy.
No, you can't.
You know, because I still, and when he come back to Philly, I'm a cheer for him. I'm a clap. We gonna clap it up because at the end of the day, he left it all out on the field when he was playing here.
Yes,
you know.
He did. Yes, he did.
But after the whistle blow, it's all game time, baby.
She wrote game
I don't want you to gain a yard.
Hey.
Matter of fact, I want Kiko Alonso to come up that middle and see if you can put him on his back pocket.
Splash party, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Splash party.
I like the fact that we play Buffalo at home. So you can be on the other side of how Philly fans really get.
Hey, it's gonna be good, bro.
It's definitely gonna be good.
But
man.
here we go. You know what I'm saying? We done threw that out there, and you know what I'm saying? Let's touch on some of these other sports. Man, lots been happening too. First of all, we're gonna hit the Phillies, and I have to say this, man. Ruben Amaro Jr. must be fired immediately. Immediately.
Yo, you know
he
what,
has and I said this before, and I'll say it again, single-handedly destroyed a championship caliber team. The big fella has to hang it up. It's over, baby.
It's over.
He can't catch up to a fastball. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the all-time thing. I must say this. Chase Utley has to receive the same criticism as Ryan Howard. Let's stop it, people. Because this thing right here, it's got to stop.
They holding on to the last legs of that.
I mean,
that championship.
Let's start playing
team,
these
man.
young guys, the Odubel Herreras. Ben Rivera, I like in left field. Don Brown, it's time to move on from him too.
Yeah.
He can't stay healthy, and when he is healthy, he's shooting his mouth off, and he's a below average player. Had one good year, one good All-Star year, and hasn't been seen since. Is he? Can we find him?
Hey, angry Ted.
Where is he?
Listen, man.
Where is he?
I hate to say this,
Not
but
to be found.
The Phillies will lose 100 games this year.
And you know what? I hope before the 50th mark that Ruben Amaro is fired.
Nah, he gonna finish it out. He gonna finish it out. And I hate to say it, but man, I think that right now our Philly sports is gravitated to. Our Philly sports is gravitated to now the Eagles, because at the end of the day, everybody want to see what Chip does. Like hockey, Ron Hextall had to cut ties with the coach.
Oh my God,
they can't win.
I got to get to that too.
They can't win.
Ron Hextall has fired and has done with every other GM.
He's supposed to do it.
And you know what? It saddens me because once again the players get off the hook. These guys came in this season and consistently beat the good teams on a regular basis. When it came to the bad teams that were not playoff caliber, they stunk. That to me is on the players, not the coach. It's not the system, it's the coach.
It's preparation,
and
man.
It's good because now the Flyers are going to get a coach in here that's going to make the players be accountable. Not only through the media, but he's going to make them be accountable. They have no other choice but to be accountable.
Men, they're grown men.
It's sad.
And
it's sad.
I don't like the fact that when you stink it up on the field, the ice, the diamond, or the basketball court, you blame the coach. The coach prepared you, but you're a grown man playing against other grown men, and they getting over on you. You gotta play like you gotta leave it out there, man. Like at the end of the day, man, we lace them up like everybody else, man.
And that's the bottom line. And
you need heart.
Man,
a lot of these dudes don't they lack.
And while we talking about lacing them up, let's throw the Sixers up in there. And the
I like what they doing. And
it's over mercifully. Thank you. But now
we're gonna be
the
all right.
fun begins because now we get to see the big fella.
I need to get Moutier. We need him.
Bad.
We need him
bad. We get Moutier in the draft. I mean, I like D'Angelo Russell. Don't get me wrong. 1A, 1B. I could take either or. But if I had my druthers, I would love to get the kid Moutier, who's already played professionally over in China. And to me, this kid has the makings of being another Russell Westbrook. He can do it all.
And with him and the big fella,
forget about it.
Oh man, that's
let me tell you something. You got Nerlens Noel, who has improved throughout the season. I think he can improve his jump shot.
Yes,
he can be a poor man's Kevin Garnett. I mean, yes, I'm saying it. It can be a poor man's Kevin Garnett. And with the big fella down there,
that's the dream right there.
Akeem Olajuwon. Oh my God.
Yo, man. He got listen to me. With him on the block, with Moutier running the point,
I was told over, that I was crazy to think the Sixers can make the A seed. Am I?
Now I'm rethinking what I said a couple episodes back, man. I think they got a shot, man. The East don't look that good.
And that's what I'm saying.
We watching trash in the playoffs right now.
Oh my God.
Only team that look like they gonna do something out of the East is Cleveland.
Well, I got Chicago doing some things too.
I mean, if healthy, Chicago can give Cleveland a run because they match up beautifully.
Now, before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta touch on it.
Hey,
Money May versus the Pac-Man.
We 9 days away from the draft, but we're, I say, 11 days
away from the biggest fight in American history.
You listen, and if y'all ain't catch it, if y'all got on demand, catch that all access, man. Money may mean business, man. This is
I got
business.
money. You know what?
Listen,
I'm going on here. I'm going on record to say I got him stopping Pacquiao in the 10th. I think Freddie Roach threw the towel, and I think it's Arturo Gatti number 2.
Hey.
And he's gonna beat him in the center of the ring.
Yes,
he's gonna beat him in the center of the ring. If I notice one fight, and I go back, and ladies and gentlemen, if you doubt me and you don't believe me, look at the Cotto fight.
Look it up.
Look at the Cotto fight, who isn't as fast as a Pacquiao, who throws a zillion punches. Cotto has the power of a Pacquiao. He has power. But one thing about Cotto is a puncher. He loves to he mix it up. And what Mayweather did was stand in the middle of the ring and just tattoo him. Because Mayweather has always been and always will be an accurate puncher. He's accurate. His shots don't, when he throws his shots, they connect. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we had one question.
We had a question.
What?
I think it was by my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Miss Almitra Johnson. Yes, sir. Thank you for your support.
And it's crazy because I laugh at this. She asked you. She says, "Won't you ask Angry Ted how you feel about his co-host liking the 49ers back in the day?"
Here we go. My brother, am I my brother's keeper? Sold me out for a wrestling match, dog.
Hey, man,
think about that for a second.
Listen.
He sold me out. He went to the dark side and rooted for the 49ers.
No. This is what
explain this,
this
brother.
is what the situation. My cousin, me and my cousin Zai. Shout out to my cousin Zai. We both like the 49ers. And the reason why we like the 49ers is because we was like, man, this offense, the way they running this offense, man, is crazy. That Bill Walsh scheme. Like, man, this boy Jerry Rice ain't no joke. I'm a running back myself, so I'm like, I like the way Roger Craig and Rathman run that ball. I'm a 49er fan. But I became an Eagle fan. Fog Bowl.
Okay.
Those that remember, we played the Chicago Bears.
86, baby.
We played the Chicago Bears. And I said, man.
No, excuse me, I apologize.
That was
88 season.
That was 88. 88, 89 season.
I cried that day.
And I seen my brother. I
turned to him.
I said, he's hurt. He's hurt.
Oh, cry.
I felt for him.
I cried.
And it's crazy. This is a true story, man. I got over there. I rubbed his back. I said, bro, don't worry about it, man. We gonna be all right. He looked up at me. Ain't you a 49er fan? I said, nah, man, I'm an Eagle fan now, man.
From that day
you can't root alone. And from that day on, I've been a Birds fan. And I'm proud to say I'm a Birds fan. So, Miss Johnson, everything is A-okay. Shout out to my little brother Drew, too, man. I told him I was going to shout him out.
Yep, shout out to
he's a bona fide
49er
fan.
49er
You know
fan.
what I'm saying? So shout you out, Drew.
Shout out. Hold your head. We love you, bro. No matter what.
Everything gonna work itself out, man. And when you get back,
your brother's gonna have something.
We gonna be right. Trust me.
No doubt. Hey, thanks for tuning in to another show. It's another success. Thanks to y'all. Keep tuning in. Keep showing your love. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell everybody.
Everybody who knows somebody gonna know about Talking Sports, you know what I'm saying?
Holla at us. We doing this for y'all. We doing this, you know what I mean, to entertain and also to, inform. But with that being said, what's up with the what's up? Signing off. My man Angry O. Holla at us.
Word.